Hello, my name's Carx82 and welcome back to our GregTech New Horizons Season 2. I was just actually crafting stuff up and I was going to show it, and then all of a sudden it all finished all at once. That was kind of funny. I am currently crafting up 11 of those plates all at once, and it was showing a little bit of lag, and I just thought I would show it. But once it kind of does that initial kind of push of all the items that it needs to do, like the millions of iron ingots and stuff, it's definitely, it stops lagging. But that very initial kind of push where we're using 290,000 processors all at once, and it's doing millions of things, yeah, the world lags. Definitely, we're losing ticks, and you can kind of see it when you look at a machine, because the time kind of goes a bit funky, and I just kind of want to show that, but it sorted itself out really quickly. It only does that for a couple minutes, if that, for some of these big crafts, and then it once it dumps all the items in the crafting things, the lag goes away. And I mean, we're the crafting we're doing, like, it's just so big. Like, if I want to do like these absolutely huge crafts, I don't really know if there's any way to get around that technical limitation of just, if I'm doing like millions of things. Obviously I'm working on fixing recipes and stuff to speed that part up, but honestly, if we have to smelt up 99 million iron ingots, like, I don't really know if there is much we can get around doing that. Whether it is when I hit craft or keep that passively stocked, which could be better. The thing is, though, like, if I want 100 million iron ingots in stock, as soon as I use those iron ingots, it's going to start crafting them all up again. So it's kind of like, am I really saving that much time? Now that I'm looking at this, I'm like, actually, that could be sped up, couldn't it? More multi-smelters. Let's do that. I don't think I'm going to put them right here. I'll probably move them, but yeah, I saw that and I was like, hey, that's something we can improve on. Because we are at the point where, like, I can't remember how much this was. It was like, I swear that was like 70 million. Or yeah, here it is. It was like 70 million iron ingots. This one unfortunately doesn't do batch mode. We could speed it up. Don't know if I actually have. I could throw UXV on there. Yeah, I actually use them. I don't. I'm kind of curious. I'm gonna pause that really quick. I'm gonna go grab some from our chlorine. I'm not actually using them, as you can see, but I did place them under here. But now that I'm like, kind of silly to be just having the things. I just don't want to, as I'm doing like this big huge craft, I don't want to craft up other stuff, and then we're kind of like splitting the crafting between two crafts. So, all right, what we'll do, and I got to be a little careful. Ooh, that broke really quick. I didn't want to break that because we would lose all the items, and then that crafting recipe thing would be all screwed up. 99% sure we can't do the multiple amp on that, so I'm not even gonna try. So we were at 8,000 before. Yeah, I don't think we can speed this up. It doesn't do a batch craft. It's already down to that one tick. Yeah, I don't think we can speed that up other than just building more. All right, well, there is yet another thing I can do. There's it's just like lots of little things here and there, fixing things, producing more. and just kind of improving the base. 958 billion, 22 trillion. Crazy. The numbers of things are just absolutely insane. Yeah, well, I guess we'll put it over here. I've kind of like spread out all my multi-blocks, so in theory, like, it's maybe not as... You know what? I wonder if... I'll leave those things on there. I was just thinking, I'm like, maybe we actually don't need these. But it might overclock some stuff to be faster. Those iron ingots, I just don't think they get any quicker. But I may actually borrow these. I think we'll probably just do like 4, maybe. But I may wait for... I may wait for this to finish crafting before I start crafting up more stuff. I did turn it back on, right? I'm like, it is crafting, right? Yeah, it's... I mean, it's going fast. It's just the numbers that we need are just insane. All these blocks of iron. I don't even remember what all the blocks of iron are for. Iron nanites or something like that? Oh, is it the singularities? Yes, the singularities. Which are its own kind of thing. I mean, we're going to speed up the iron, but this is the bottleneck, technically. These things. And I'm pretty sure I did try the ultimate time anomaly. And it didn't do anything on these, if I remember correctly. This is as fast as I can get it, though, with these buffers. Yeah, other than just crafting up more of those, I don't really know another way to do that. All right, well, let me finish crafting up these things. I'm going to continue fixing some of these recipes. I know it might seem silly that I'm doing just specific ones, but I just want to, like, at least get some of them. I don't know. It probably... I don't know if it'd be much faster just doing everything. It's just kind of like, ugh. I just don't like pulling the recipe out, being like, okay, I need to do this. Put it in the thing. Go like that. Save it, and then manually put it back in. It's just... It feels just... ugh. It's just not fun. So that's why I'm avoiding it. So I figure if I just kind of like pick out some of the super big ones, that will be a bit better. Yeah, that's we can see that is definitely a bit of a bottleneck. Maybe I'll chuck that up there on the to-do list. I don't remember if I fixed that. Oh, that was... I need to change all the cutting machine things. The recipes, all those need to be fixed too, but that kind of goes part of the thing. We can actually... Looking at this. Like, that is obviously not a bottleneck. These fluxing... Yeah, I think that should be something to expand. I did set it up so it's easily expandable, although it's not the easiest thing in the world to increase this to a dense cable the way I did set that up. I could always maybe run a dense cable behind it. Or I could just... I'm like, 3 more will be easy enough. Actually, no, because that... I think I can do 2 more. I don't know. Alright, anyway, I'm not gonna sit here and stress about this, but yeah, we'll come back. Okay, so I've gone ahead and just built more of these after the Stargate things finished crafting up, and it actually didn't take that long. Admittedly, I did already have I pre-crafted the most expensive thing up, so it wasn't that bad. But I just gone ahead and added this. Now I actually only had one channel left on this over here. So that's why I've done it that way. And then I have another one going out into a dense cable. So this should do all those. I have to... I can't... I don't... Do I need blocking mode? I don't remember. No, I don't think we do we? Why would we need... Yeah, we don't need blocking mode. It was just like, I had a bit of a brain fart there. I couldn't think. Okay, so hopefully that will... Oh, I didn't... I just realized I didn't set these to import. I know it's a bit weird that I am importing with the GregTech item pipes, but those neutron things don't auto extract, and the only other thing would be like conduits, and conduits are just not anywhere near fast enough. So yeah, the Quantium pipes do 128 stacks a second, so like just 1,000 times faster than the conduits. All right, I think we're good though. Right. So if I did, I don't know, 8,000 of these, that is 525 million iron ingots. That is hilarious. Let's see if we lag our world. No. All right. Well, you see how fast that actually went. It put 524 million in our thing. Although, now that I'm thinking about it, I should have set up the I didn't set up the multi-smelters. Let's turn that back off. Oh. I didn't. Shoot. I didn't set. I think I need to do... Don't we need to do... Well, maybe I don't need to do priority. Maybe I just screwed that up because I canceled it. Whoops. Oh, no. No, it worked. All right. I looked too soon. Let's turn that off. All right. Let me finish setting this up now. Now that I got those, the neutronium things were quite expensive, so I think I'll probably just move that one over there, actually. So I'll just craft up. Oh wow, I don't have a thing for that. Oh, maybe no. Yeah. Nope. I just, maybe I don't have a recipe for that. It's not something I mean, I only have one. I've never crafted up anymore. So it might have, oops, I might have removed it. All right, there we go. Okay, let me finish these and we'll be back. And there is multi-smelters. I was totally putting the controller in the wrong spot. But yeah, we got those. So we can craft up blocks of iron much quicker. There we go. You can see quite a bit faster now that we have 4 of those. So got that set up. I still haven't finished the centrifuges. We'll get to that. But I do think now I have to get this sorted because this keeps causing me issues. This was causing me issues before, if I remember. I had actually forgotten about that with the Universium. And we need to get it sorted. So this is going to be kind of a big undertaking because I am going to have to split the outputs from this, I think. Or are we just going to see? Okay, the main kind of issue is the putting the stuff in the stellar plasma mixture, because I want to do that on a subnet because I would prefer if it didn't. Like I've never fixed this one, but I did fix the other ones. But this one is still on the main network, and it kind of really bugs me. So I would like to sort that out. But if I dump all the fluids or gases or whatever in the main network, then it's going to be, I think it's going to be more complicated to do that on a subnet. Now, actually, maybe I do. I'm just trying to think how I want to do this. I think. Actually, let me set up. Let me do a little bit of testing because instead of like worrying about attaching stuff to subnets and stuff, I'm just going to create my own little one right here for testing. Okay, I'm just setting up a little subnet to test this. I just realized that it's going to connect. I don't want it to connect. Also, I would probably do a neutronium cell. All right, so I had a bunch of channels right there. So interface on the main network. Yeah, that's right. So this is on the main network. That's on the main network. And then this is actually the subnet. It's a little bit... Is it? No, it's not. There. That's the subnet right there. So basically, I want to do a recipe to put in there, put it in the tank. Good thing I noticed that. So the recipe will insert a fluid, and I want it to go into that tank. Basically, I'm just setting up. This is kind of what we have over there. And wait. Okay, nope, that's not what I want, because I don't want this dual interface on the main network. That was the problem. That was the thing I was trying to avoid. All right. What? Ah, it's hurting my head. I'm trying to figure this out. I can't figure it. Too big brain for me. Okay, I'm trying to remember how to set this up, and I am completely forgetting. I think we actually need the fluid packet, which is what is causing the issues on that. But I figure if I have this dedicated subnet for just feeding the Eye of Harmonies, then we can eliminate a lot of the A system thinking we have double the amount, which I think is the problem. Okay, so gone ahead and thrown a test recipe in there. So I think this might work. I don't know. I hope the storage bus Like, it can see the raw condensed plasma mixture right there. I hope it could pull it out, and I think it is used with the item ones. I don't know. Let's just give it a go. Well, I keep talking about it, and I should just do it. Alright. No, see that? I actually don't know what just happened there. That didn't work out as I was hoping it would. Did it... Okay, that number just totally changed. 3115. I guess I don't need to be testing. I could just be testing on hydrogen and stuff. Okay, so it did pull out 100. But I think... I have a feeling it is not working with the fluid storage bus. Let's do... I have a feeling it's probably... Like, it pulled the drops out, but it's not converting them, is what I think. So if I did a storage bus... on there, I think it'll drop the... I thought it would drop those in. Alright, where did those go? I have absolutely no idea where that went. Oh, that did actually work, did it? Ah! Yeah, and that... I feel like those never say anything. Where did it go? See, this is why... Okay, yeah. That is not... Yeah. If I cancel this, does it... No, I've lost it. No idea where that... Oh. There it is. Why did it... It did work. Why did it... Wait. Is that... Oh, wait. That... This dual interface isn't connected to that fluid storage bus. Is it? No. Alright. Actually, I think I had this. I just set it up wrong. Yeah, what happened when I canceled that, then it went into there, because that was connected. This is... Man, do I have a subnet on a subnet? I think I do. I guess I don't need it. I could just have it connected, but now we're getting insane over here. Like, what is even happening? I could always throw a controller. It doesn't need to be. Apparently I have no controllers left. Now, see, that doesn't... Ah! Why don't you want to work? Okay, I feel like I'm overthinking this, like usual. And it happens when I'm recording, because I'm trying to talk and think at the same time. Basically, I'm just trying to copy our assembly line, whereas it's taking items or whatever from the main network and putting it on a subnetwork into a input edge. And the reason we're doing it that way is because we don't want it to, we want it to use the blocking mode, so it doesn't keep putting the stuff in the eye of harmonies, which is the main issue. Now, oh, I just realized, yeah, if I do, I'm gonna have a subnet on a subnet, aren't I? That's kind of where I got messed up. I heard you like subnets on your subnet, so I put a subnet on your subnet. Yeah, I was thinking it was going to be one, but it's actually, if I want to do the crafting on a subnet, I actually use that subnet to put the stuff on a subnet, which would be the Hive Harmonies. Alright, so yeah, basically everything I'm trying to think of here is to get this crafting off the main network. And then we would just feed all the fluids and items into the main network and not worry about having that on a separate subnet. And by using the storage bus, that would be that. All right, so that has to be on its own thing. And I don't think I need the fluid to pack it because we don't use that on the other thing. All right, let me redo this. Okay, I got it set up. And I just realized we do have a... We're already doing a subnet on a subnet. Like, I was already doing that and I didn't even realize it, now that I'm thinking about it. Like, all these are on a subnet, and then the crafting is putting it on its... Like, this is another subnet, so we're already doing that. It just didn't comprehend it, because what we're doing differently is the fluids, like the plasma, the raw stellar plasma is actually stored as a fluid on the subnet. Whereas this, I'm pulling it from the main network through this storage bus, I think. So I know this looks a little crazy, but it's just so I can kind of see what is going on. All right, we actually don't use... We're not going to use that. That's the fluid terminal. See, that is... By having a regular storage bus, you can't use the fluid terminal, which is kind of another annoyance with the way I have that set up over there. Also, I think I accidentally put... Yeah, I put that back in the main network. Okay, so I think... In theory... If I look at this tank, it should be in there. Okay, there it is, yeah. Now, if I do this again... Oh, let me cancel that. Obviously, we only have the one crafting thing. Cancel that. And try again. It should get stuck. And it didn't. No! I can never remember which one the blocking card goes on. I can never flip and remember. Alright, that's on blocking. They're both on blocking, and then I put this one on the main one. I think, right? Because that... The crafting thing goes in here, so that's the blocking card for that craft, I think. Oh, it did. Ah. Does it go on that? I can never remember. Please be stuck. Okay, now it's stuck. There we go. And then if I pull this out, it should go in there. All right, there we go. I sorted it out. And this way, I'm not storing all the fluids and items on a separate subnet. Okay, we got it sorted. For some reason, it just didn't click that it was actually a subnet. A subnet on a subnet. But I think that will work, yeah. And the biggest the hurdle is trying to get it so it stops putting the plasma in the input hatch or whatever. Otherwise, it'll just waste it. It'll just void it all, and it won't work with the Eye of Harmonies. That's the main issue with those. Okay, well, I've got that sorted. So that means I'm gonna have to. What I think I'm gonna do is just do. I'm gonna do digital singularities for every single one of those. I think. Because we don't have, unfortunately, there is no like void. There's no like void fluid cell. I don't see it right at the moment. There it is. Yeah. So the void storage shell voids items. So all the items we don't want, but unfortunately there's no one for fluids. So if I just like that'll just fill up all the disk drives on the main network. So I think I'm just gonna do. I'll just do a digital singularity for every single one of those. I have no idea how many fluids that is. 20? Sure. Yeah, all the plasmas, white dwarf matter, that. And then I also need all of these done as well. Unless there is... I also have purified water on here too that I'm just not even outputting. But I don't know if that's... Is that bad? Just to have this continuously fill up an output hatch? Like, I feel like we're gonna get to numbers that maybe break the world. I need to... I just don't have... I don't think there's like a super easy way to void fluids in these amounts. I just, off the top of my head right now, I just can't think of a way to do that without like a fluid storage shell. Okay, but anyway, now that I've sorted out how I'm going to set up the subnets, I'm going to redo all this stuff and start getting them moved over. And yeah. The main reason I started the subnet is so we didn't have all those fluids and items just clogging up the main network. Because I figured if it had nowhere to go, it would get stuck in the Eye of Harmony, and then I could fix it. Whereas now, if it's going somewhere wrong, it's just gonna end up clogging up a bunch of disk drives, that's the main reason I kept it on a subnet. Although we could just leave the items on a subnet. I don't know. Let me think about this. I'm gonna need some time while I'm not recording to think about this. And before we do that, also I need to finish this. I have so much to do. We have one. Oh no, I didn't finish it. Shoot. All right. Well, I'll finish it in between this episode and next, and yeah, we'll place that to start the next episode after I start moving everything. Anyway, that's going to be for today. So thanks for watching, and have a good one.